We're gonna
Wait,
commit.
hold on.
There's no holding on. There's no.
There's
We
no
did it.
holding on. Are we
Ka-chow.
live?
Good job.
That's the new
All
heart
right.
thing. There we go.
Yep. Mhm.
What is it?
Yep. We're going.
It's with your. I don't look. This
Okay,
is
It
this is
is
it.
easier.
starting.
This
This
was
is
a setup
easy.
because old people with like arthritis, we can't do this. Like this
Oh,
hurts
I
my
didn't even
fingers.
try. I
I
didn't even
can't. This
try.
hurts my fingers.
my fingers hurt.
There we go. There we go.
There
Yeah,
we
no,
go.
no, nope,
Yay! This is welcome to
nope.
Boomer Culture Podcast.
Oh, get off
No
my
gang signs.
lawn.
No gang signs, please.
Oh man, I'm waiting. I'm only waiting on the Facebook link, and that's it. Like it's supposed to be going live. It might be live. I know we're live on Twitch. I know we're live
Double check it. Double
on
check.
the.
Make
No,
We're
we're
sure.
we're
live on
live on
Twitch. We're live on
Twitch.
YouTube for sure. The
I'm
live that
checking
I don't know about. Yep, now we're live on Facebook. All right, we got it.
Okay.
We got it.
Okay.
Facebook.
It took a while, literally right when Brittany hit the dab on him. So, all right, we're live on all the platforms. We're all set up. Welcome everybody to Con Culture Podcast. We are back from our adventures. I know it's been a bit since our adventures, but crazy week. A lot of stuff. Amazing time at one con. Barely have time to catch our breath before hopping into the next con where we have a much bigger role in that con, and we have some fun news for tomorrow. And at the end, we'll just kind of let you know some other big announcements. We got accepted to even more cons, so I'll be excited to talk about those. But yeah,
You get a con and you get a con and you get a con.
yeah, this is all con on Con Culture Podcast. It is just going to be con news from start to finish because we had a blast. Me and Brittany got to go up to Dallas, Fan Expo Dallas, and I, for one, loved every minute of it. The Omni was an amazing hotel, super nice. I had a TV in my bathroom mirror. I was not prepared for that. I was like, I'm never leaving. I'm not even going to make it to the con. I'm going to sit right
Just
here.
gonna watch Sports Center and poop.
That's how my brother started every morning. It was like, ban it, ban it. Like, that's just what we did in the hotel room.
He
Watch Sports
adapted
Center and
very
poop.
nicely to luxury
Yeah.
life.
It was like it was meant for him this whole time. So that was a lot of fun doing that. But Britt, tell us about your experience. I know you got to cosplay. This is your first big con since like last year, I think, since con. So how did the experience go? What'd you think of Fan Expo Dallas?
So when we went to the was it superhero Comic Con and Car Show last year, I only went one day and I was there briefly, so that really wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like going to a con. So this was my first one since before COVID. So it was definitely my first toe dip back into things in full
Yeah.
costume and everything, not just a casual wear. Um, it was um it was overwhelming because I wasn't prepared. Um, I think for what I received all weekend, and it was nothing but kindness. But it was good seeing friends. I got to meet some cosplayers I've been friends with online, but never had the pleasure of meeting in person. That was real fun. I got to do a bunch of interviews. Got to
Yeah.
see lots of cool cosplays, meet some actors, and see some cool celebrity moments. And I've got some good stories with those. So figure we'll dig into those in a minute.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun just kind of watching everything unfold, and even people were asking you where you've been. I heard a couple of people ask where
Yeah.
you've been, Brittany. So
Yeah, I got a lot of those questions, and I kind of wasn't like I didn't know I was missed at all,
you didn't know
or
people
even
were
Yeah,
that
looking
you
and
people
watching
were.
or
noticed,
waiting.
or that people even noticed I wasn't around. So when I got that question, I got it a few times. Yeah, I was like, "Well, thanks, I'm fine, I'm here, I'm back. I just wanted to be a better me. That was all.
Yeah, that's
But
awesome.
I think some of the I don't know. What did you think? How was your? Do we want
Oh,
to go by days or overall?
I say overall, because they all kind of ran a blur to me from one day to the next. Because
All
Friday
right. How
was like
about
my
this?
B-roll day, and then Saturday was my filming day, and then Sunday was my shot. So they all blurred together.
I'll tell you, like my favorite like celebrity moment, and then you
Hmm.
do yours, and then whatever like other. I'm trying to think of like
I like the
little bits
formula.
here,
Yeah. So
right?
which was your favorite celebrity interaction?
Oh, I have a couple. I did get to meet a few different celebrities,
Hmm.
only because I was with a friend and she meeting celebrities and I just was keeping her company in line. So I wasn't really actually meeting the celebrities, but I was doing a cruise by with a lot of celebrities. But I did get to see at one point it was a really cool moment while we were waiting in line to meet Ron Weasley's sister. Gigi, if you could help me with her name, I cannot remember her
Bonnie.
name right now.
Bonnie Wright.
Bonnie
She
Wright,
plays.
yes.
She plays Jenny Weasley.
Yes, we were in Bonnie Wright's line to meet her, and as we were in line, that line where Bonnie Wright's line is the path with where all the celebrities were going from the panel. A lot of celebrities. Like I saw the voice actor, I saw the Karate Kid, both of them come by. I saw the voice actor for Miles Morales, which was the coolest experience,
I
and that's the story
Say
I'm gonna
yes.
more.
share.
Yeah.
As he was coming by, there was a couple kids on like the little red carpeted area right in front of a celebrity booth, but that celebrity wasn't there at that time. So the kids were kind of like showing off their little like moves, and this little kid could do like a little backflip. It's quite impressive, and he was kind of dressed like Miles Morales. And so when he came cruising by and he sees this kid doing a backflip, like he kind of stopped for a moment. He's like, okay, and he's like, kind of like hyping this kid up, you know,
Aw.
like he stopped what he was doing, where he was going, just to like watch this little tiny cosplayer. And then this kid probably was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7. And so it was just really, yeah, it was just really, really cute to see. And that kid probably has no idea that that's Miles Morales. And you know what I mean? So it was
Oh.
really
Yeah.
cool little moment to see. But yeah,
It was.
I saw, was it
I just got
Steve from Blue's
chills.
Clues that way.
Steve was there. Yeah.
Steve.
There was a lot of, yeah, you could really see them. The celebrities were like going to the bathroom, just like normal.
Hmm.
They would pop right
Oh
out and just
wow.
go take a bathroom break and then come right back.
Wait, let
Yeah.
you use the bathroom?
Yeah, it was very low. It was very low
No.
key. It was very chill. My favorite was John Bernthal. We got to meet the
Ooh.
Punisher. He was super cool. Everybody was like kind of having him throw the finger, and they were all throwing the finger. Everybody was throwing that. So he was like all for it. So he's like, all right, with his mean mug face. So my brother had an idea, like we all just like arms crossed, as mean as we can. So yeah, my brother nailed it. He's boom, and of course John Bernthal looking all Punisher like. And then there's me. So I tried. I went
King
for it.
Juan. We're gonna predict
I-
this. This is Juan
One.
on the end, putting his
I
voice
was like,
on.
arms
They were so good at it. I was like,
straight up, straight. I'm the only idiot at the far end. Like
No, you were just so excited, and you
I
couldn't
couldn't, I
contain
could
your
not contain
excitement.
it at all.
Do you-
I could not
yeah,
contain it at all. You
I'm
can
not
totally
gonna
see
make
it all
fun
over
of
my
you
face.
for being excited. Enjoy
Yeah.
that moment. That's what
I
it's
am.
about.
I was cheesing, man. I was cheesing hard. So that was a lot of fun to see and experience that. But yeah, overall,
What things
that was my favorite celebrity interaction.
what things did you like seeing at a con that you maybe didn't usually see at cons?
Oh,
Or any
That
artist
one's
or just something unique that like for me, I saw the live tattooing and I thought that was wild.
I love
Doing
yeah,
whenever
tattoos
cons do
at a
that.
con. Yeah,
yeah,
I've been to
Celebrity
a
Fan
lot of
Fest
cons
did
and
that last year,
I
and
must have
that's
never
where I
noticed
saw it
that.
first. Yeah, they had the guy who actually tattoos The Rock come out,
Mm-hmm.
and he was tattooing people. But this time they had a whole Fan Expo had like several tattoo artists on the far end, so that was pretty cool. I just like the size and scale of the vendor area. It's so big. There's so many cool things to see at Fan Expo. It's such a large event. So I just like the scale of it. That's always my favorite part of Fan Expo is the scale because you want
Yes.
cosplayers, they're everywhere.
Yes.
You want vendors, there is a buttload of vendors. You can get almost anything you're looking for. You want celebrities, there's a whole section of celebrities down there for you to meet and greet. And I didn't even get to panels. I was so busy trying to like shoot content, interview vendors, photos with cosplayers. I know me and Brittany did a bunch of rapid fire where we were just kind of
I was
stopping
just about to say
cosplayers.
the rapid fire
Yes.
interviews looked like they were so much fun. I loved
I
it.
think that should be a
They were.
forever thing at every
Yes.
Oh
con
yeah,
we do. We're almost
100%.
expect hear these.
Mm-hmm.
Here it comes. Let's go. Come for the
Yes,
rapid
yes,
fire
because
interview. Like, yeah.
they're con questions, so you have to like be a con goer to really kind of
To answer
get
them.
to
Be
answer
like,
them and
con
get
crunch. What's con crunch?
what's a con
Is
crunch.
that
And
a,
I
is that
love
a new
Oh.
cereal?
Yep.
I love the answers though,
Delicious.
because people were like, "Oh yeah, no con crunch all the time," and then you had your
Meanwhile,
bin
I'm
readies.
the person who's like, been ready. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
there was no shortage of bin readies either, so that was fun, kind of seeing people's
That
um,
split, that divide.
yeah, the split divide, and they were just ready for these questions. They were like, "Oh yeah, no, I've been ready. Oh, I got a VRBO, or I'm doing it at the Omni. I'm staying at the host hotel." Like it was cool. It was cool. You didn't really have to explain it. It was just like rapid fire, and some of them were like, "Oh, favorite fandom." So yeah, I would say
That's a
rapid
tough
fire was
question.
probably my favorite. Yeah, well, because that was the theme of Fan Expo this year: is what is your fandom? It was unite the
It had
fandoms,
a
and
big banner, and
I
everybody
love
could take
that.
a Sharpie and sign their
just write
favorite
your fandom,
fandom.
and you could sign your
Aw.
name. It was so
So the wall
cool.
was just
It
full
was an
of it.
awesome event. Yeah, Fan Expo really relies on the attendees and the cosplayers to kind of bring the energy and the vibe. So that was kind of
Yeah,
my favorite part of it.
Fan Expo has always been a really good con for me. I feel like
Hmm.
they don't ever like they never like overpromise anything. Like it is
No,
exactly at face value. Like exactly what they say is gonna happen is gonna happen. Like
agreed, agreed.
I
so,
will
I
say
do love
there
that.
are cons. There were cons. Like it was a
Hmm.
great time,
Yeah.
lots of fun. But there were probably two things that just I didn't care for. Was one,
Hmm.
on day one, the AC went out, and we all know I
Oh,
hate to be hot.
yikes.
I hate to be hot, and they got it back running, but it was just like
Yeah,
once that heat hit, it was like, oh my god,
yeah.
no.
It was toasty,
Yikes.
but
It
it
got
also was
toasty. But
like
I think that's out of their
forty
hand. It's
thousand
more of the
plus.
building.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was a lot
Yeah,
of
and
people.
the
lot of
number of
bodies.
people was it was a lot of hot
Oh
bodies
my
in
gosh.
there.
And
So
where they located the red carpet for the cosplay meetups, that was incredibly confusing because a lot of the people never found the meetup because it was all the way back in the back by the food court.
Oh,
Normally, I see
it
them out in
was
the
isn't it in the
lobby
middle?
area.
Yeah,
it
isn't it in
was
the
It's
middle?
usually,
it was
yeah,
the
I
same
always thought
spot
it was
as
the
last
lobby.
year. It was the same spot as last year. You know how y'all guys went and y'all did your meetup last year? It was in the exact same area,
That like kind of
right
like
down from the
middle
celebrities.
yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of like
behind
in
the
between
cosplayers.
things.
Hmm. It's
The
in
last
between
time
So
I
it
the.
is
remember when I
in
went, it
years.
was like
Yeah, I was gonna
past the food court.
Hmm. Yeah, well,
So
it
in
was
the years
food
prior,
court
it was in a
and then
different
them.
section of the building, and they also
Hmm.
had it in different rooms of the building. And where
Yeah.
they had it before, there was these giant glass doors, and you could go outside and do photos out there in that little graveyard area
Yeah.
that's just outside the building. And then you had an
Hmm.
entire hallway that was a
Yeah.
red carpet for
Oh yeah,
cosplayers
that's
to take
cool.
pictures
Yeah.
at.
That's
They
how I
And
don't
so
use
that's where
remember it.
that
you
half of the
found them
convention
all.
anymore.
They don't, but it was nice
Yeah.
Oh,
because
okay.
all the cosplayers are in one
Yeah.
area taking their pictures, and they didn't crowd up the floor.
Yeah.
And I feel like having it in there, like, and then it's hard to find everybody. You know what I mean, for photo ops, because it was like, where do we go? Nobody knew where the red carpet was. Like, for people who've been
Yeah.
there for years prior, they could have found it, but for people who had never been there, that might have been
Yeah.
difficult
Some
to do.
signage could have probably, some
Yeah,
signage
maybe
could
some
have helped it
signage.
out,
That would be my only thing. Is just I didn't like the location of the red carpet because it was confusing to find, and the hot. I didn't like being hot, but they got it fixed by the end of the they got it fixed by the end of the weekend. But that
yeah.
first day was miserable.
It was rough. It was rough, but they still made the best of it.
They did. They
But
did.
yeah, Fan Expo was just a ton of fun. After that Saturday, the AC issue was fixed, but it was
Yes,
so packed.
it
Like
was.
it was like I think I have some B-roll where I'm just holding the tripod walking, and people
You're like,
are
"Ugh."
yeah, you're packed in there like sardines. It was
If you
literally
lose your
record-breaking
friends,
attendance.
they're gone. They're gone for good because you won't find them
But
again.
Wilson!
same as
I
last
did.
year
I
though.
got separated a few times. I'm like, I
Yeah.
need like a balloon so you can find me in crowds.
Same as last year, though. The cell phones worked everywhere on the con, so that was cool.
Oh,
You could
nice.
message
That
and get
was
a hold
nice.
of anybody.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. But the interviews we had were great. I
Yes.
guarantee you, I'm working on them. I'm gonna get those out. I'm gonna continue pumping the rapid fires out. But yeah, Fan Expo Dallas. I can't wait to go again. I will go every year they have me. I love their events there. I look forward to traveling around the country to other Fan Expo events. They were actually
Oh
kind enough to
gosh.
keep me in mind as a
Yes.
moderator for the
Ooh,
panels. Yeah,
ooh,
we went to go pick up our
Nice.
press passes,
ooh,
and she was
Yeah.
like, "I put you on the list as a moderator. Did you get
ooh.
the email?" I was like, "No, I'm sorry, I didn't."
He's
But
like,
and she's
he
like,
was
"It's
like, don't
okay."
Hold
let him
on,
on.
hold
He
I
on.
was
was.
like,
I was like,
no, I feel so
hold on.
special. He needed
Yeah.
a moment.
So
Hold on. From me.
yeah, Fan Expo's always they're super
Me?
personable. I've been communicating with their team for the longest, so they know
Yeah.
me by face and
They were
name,
real
and
nice and helpful.
they're super sweet. But yeah, that's the Fan Expo Dallas. Can't I will never stop recommending them. I will never stop attending them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't do the.
I'm not even gonna
The
try.
one oh
One love.
wait.
You got it. We got it.
One love.
There you go.
Hey!
One love, one love. Yeah.
I got
So,
it.
but it's like me and Brittany got back exhausted from that thing because it's a 5 hour drive. We were on our feet easily 20,000 steps every day. It was we got by the time we get to the hotel we're toast, but there's restaurants right there, so we didn't have to go far. So we were able
That
to
was
chill at a
that
pizza
was
spot outdoor and just
I will say my biggest recommendation to anybody who wants to go to Fan Expo, definitely get your hotel at that
yep,
con, at
Omni.
that
Yeah.
building because it was so convenient to be able to escape to your room for a little bit if
Yep,
you
and
felt
cool off. Rest in
Yes.
overstimulated
peace.
overstimulated from
Yes.
the crowds, for people
Hmm.
that may be difficult for. If you needed to eat and you didn't want to spend all that money in the con and say you had food in your room, you could go do that. Like that there were benefits to staying. Like, yes, it was a higher price point, but it had so many benefits. Like,
Yeah.
there was a few times, even and me being social as I am, even I went back to my room just to get a quiet moment, and that
Yep.
was that was priceless. And the
Yes.
food across the street was great, and the
So many
food over.
options.
Yes, there were so many options.
It was delicious. I love the
Yes,
pizza
the
spot,
Omni
but
was
it's
wonderful.
worth all the pennies. I get it. It's probably close to $1,300 for all 3 nights, but trust
Ish,
me,
ish.
If you split that up,
it's money
that's
well
nothing.
spent. Yeah,
Yeah, and if it
yeah,
is split, it is easier.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you split, it's easier. That's what we did. So, but we have a con now. Like I said, we could barely catch our breath from that con, and we're going
In
right
eight
back
days.
into 8 days. It came so fast. I was not ready. I still don't feel ready, but I feel super excited for the superhero Comic Con and car show. Yes. Cool thing to announce. I want to be the guy to say it because I am so happy for these three individuals. The cosplay contest will be hosted by Con Culture Podcast. It'll be me as the MC, and our judges will be none other than the Gigi Ford, HG3 Cosplay, and Brittany Chaos will be our judges this year. I'm excited. I'm excited. I know you guys are going to make the right call. You're all, the three of you, so super talented in cosplay. You're well respected in the community. The people know you, they've seen you. So I can't wait. I can't wait for the show.
You.
I can't wait to have our space and interact with everybody there, all our friends who come by, new friends that we make every year. So I'm going to start with Gigi, go down the line. Gigi, what are you most excited about for in this con?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So honestly, I think when it comes to this con, I think
Hmm.
it's just whenever like it's the four of us, and then of course we're the core four, and then we have our team that, our team, they know who they are, um, who are in our little outside circle. And it's just us getting together, and we're in our like home turf. We're in San Antonio. This is where we see the most people that we know because,
Hmm.
people are traveling here. We know obviously a lot of San Antonio cosplayers. I think it always feels like it's like a big reunion, and
Yes.
it's fun. It reminds me like why I love this community so much, like this cosplay slash nerd community, because
Yes.
you see so many people coming together. And I will say Superhero Comic Con and Car Show does a really good job of getting like a lot of like a wide variety of guests. So it's
Yep.
like you get to see people from different fandoms coming together, and then it's like we know a lot of the people. I don't know. I think it's just like getting to be around like so many people that I love in my home
Yes.
city and doing stuff that I love. I don't know. It's just that's what it is for me. It's getting to
Yes.
do with
All
like
those
some of my
things.
favorite people getting to do what I love, and it's like, then it's kind of like I pinch myself and I'm like, is this really like my life? Like, do I get to do this?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
that's
It's
for
so much
me
fun.
what it is. I was not eloquent at all with any of that.
Nor do you need to be, because it encompassed the feel of what the show is like. It's so see, we're everywhere. We're talking to everyone nonstop. But what about you, Trey? What has got you excited?
Well, not to copy Gigi, but a lot of that.
Yeah,
She just said.
a lot of what she
A
said.
lot of what she said.
Hmm.
But what I'm really excited for, like, and I was excited about this last year, is
Mm-hmm.
we get to bring in some cosplay guests that we know and are
Yes, we
huge fans
do.
of, and not only do we get to just have them in our hometown, we get to hang out with them, kind of get to show them our stomping grounds and everything, get
Yep.
to show them what San Antonio cosplay is all about, and
Mm-hmm.
I just love it. So I'm excited, for Life Like Jay and Don Frost and Tommy Knight, Midwest Avenger. Can't wait for all them to come in and just get to hang out with them and just do cosplay and enjoy the show. I mean, like,
Yeah.
obviously we love this show. We talk about it almost every single episode. So just can't say enough about this. And as always, in Bobo we trust.
Yes, in Babo we trust. And yes, those are the cosplay guests. Um, as Trey said, live like Jay,
Live.
live like Jay,
Lie.
Don Frost cosplay, Tommy Knight, and Midwest Avenger are our cosplay guests this week. I love that three of those we've had on the show. Like, we've had the opportunity to meet these individuals. They're super sweet, super awesome. A lot of people are excited to see them when they come. I know I've been personally keeping an eye on Jay's comment section. Man, people are coming in from out of town for this, man.
Yes.
And rightfully so. That is a sexy piece of meat. That man, I love him. I love that man. He's such a nice guy. And we got the opportunity to kind of chat with them after we had our interview with them, and I fell in love with that man. He's just so nerdy and authentic, and when I
The
messaged
minute he
him,
said Guyver, I was like, this is
yes,
Juan's new best friend.
yes,
We've lost
yes.
one.
Yeah, it was. I was in. I was sold. But interacting with him after the fact, like when I asked him to be a guest, he was so like blown away and humbled by it. He's like,
Yeah.
me? Like, why me? Like, I don't think I was. His humility matches his talent, and his just overall vibe is chef's kiss. So, but that's the case with all of them. I loved having them all on the show. I cannot wait to interview Dawn. She was so sweet to be in our comment section when we had Jay to comment on our stuff. So that was a natural. I've seen them collab together. So I was like, yeah, that's a great one. And she was another one, super sweet, super responsive. She was at work and she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm at work. Like, but I'm super interested. How do I make this work? What do I got to do? She was super communicative, asked if we had any cosplay requests, like whatever. All the cosplayers were like super.
I'm
what
so
can we do to make the
excited.
show
I'm
hype?
so
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited to like make new friends and then like
Mhm.
continue relationships with old friends. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
this is gonna be great.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
Brittany.
gonna be yes, Brittany. What are you excited about for the Superhero Comic Con and Car Show?
I am excited to be back with my podcast family, returning, I guess you could say. Um, I'm also, I think when I think, if I was to, I feel exactly as Gigi does about
Mm-hmm.
superhero Comic Con, because to me it's like homecoming. Like
Yeah.
we have cons that are home, but this is like the homecoming game. Like this for us is like our big event for the year
Yeah.
that we look forward to, and what we plan for, and where we feel like we put most of our energy into. And that is what I look forward to. The new aspect and the new drive of this team. I look forward to a weekend with them.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%. It is. We pour so much into this event. We are exhausted by the end of it, but we're thrilled every second of it, man.
Yeah,
I'm
that
so
Sunday
nervous the
night
day of the
when
show.
my head hits my pillow, I'm like,
Sleep like
Yeah,
you wouldn't
like
believe, and then Monday's con blues.
it'll be
Everybody, I'm
Yeah.
nice
sure.
too. It'll be nice too because we'll be able to practice those rapid fire interviews with all of our
Mhm.
locals that have never got to do the rapid fire interviews. So they'll
Yeah.
all get the
Yes.
chance to do that too. So that'll be fun to do with them and get to know even our own crew a little bit more. And
Yep.
then doing all the photo ops too. I love, just snagging pictures with people all weekend and being goofy. I'm
Yes.
incredibly awkward, so I hope people are prepared for that.
Prepared for the goblin
But
photos.
right, the goblin
I
photos.
love
That's
it.
how I
I
end
love it.
every shoot is with a goblin picture.
It was so funny. I was so grateful for you and Krista. That was probably my highlight of Dallas. I got to really try my photography skills for the first time, so it was cool being creative with them. The wind was unforgiving, and Brittany and Krista were troopers. Because when I tell you we were in like tornado force winds, and these girls were like power
I was getting
posing
my
like
butt kicked,
so
but Krista was
badass.
fighting for her life
With
The
her
because
neck
she had a,
cape.
cape, she was like getting
her cape because
enveloped.
it would catch on her, and she's like,
If Brittany were to like
like
hop off the
choking her.
ground, if Brittany were to hop off the ground, she'd be gone. That's how strong the wind was. Like Brittany were, if she were to hop, it would just pick her up and she'd be
Yeah,
gone out of the chute. So, but
it was really
they pull
bad.
it off. You wouldn't know that from the photos though. They look like
No,
they're
you
just
wouldn't.
The
they're
Wayne was a
super
paid actor,
strong.
an overpaid actor.
Yeah, the Win was an overpaid actor for sure. It was auditioning for the role. It was going after it, being a try hard. But
I was
yeah,
just
no, I
happy for
can't
the
wait.
breeze.
That's gonna be my favorite of the superhero Comic Con and car show. I cannot wait to get as many photo shoots of my cosplay friends as possible. All of you guys, all of our guests, chilling downtown afterwards with the guests is gonna be super awesome. It's just the whole con is a whirlwind of fun, excitement. The A-list celebrities that are coming,
Oh
like
my
we have,
gosh.
Babo
not
gets
ready.
the biggest celebrities. We got Amelia Clark, Kit
I said it
Harington,
We'll
in Bob
faint
We
on
Trust.
sight.
Brie Larson, like
We should make T-shirts that say "In Bob We
in
Trust."
Bob We Trust. Yes,
Yes.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm gonna need to wear that shirt. Probably going to wear it as I host the show. I'm gonna have a Con Culture podcast shirt and then In Bob We Trust on there. Yeah, he's a great friend. We're so grateful for this opportunity.
Yes, we
Grateful
are.
that he trusts
Yeah,
us
we
to
are.
put this cosplay contest on and organize it, and allows us to get the
So
guests.
bring us
all
your
our-
best.
Yeah,
You
so
can
bring
tell
your
it's a
A game
product of
out.
love.
It
Bring
is.
your A
It
game.
really
I want to
is.
see your best.
We got some feedback. Britt gave some good suggestions this year. We figured we can get more categories to that way we don't have like beginner cosplayers trying to take on like these amazing builds, and it's more fair for everybody to kind of spread the
Yeah.
categories out. So they were gracious enough to keep the prize money big and spread categories. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, you'll be able to sign up for the cosplay contest at booth I-109. That's where we're going to be. You can't miss us. Big old by the food court. So if you're getting a dog, come say hi. But sign up. Contest is going to be, I believe the schedule's out now, 4 p.m. on Saturday. We're going to be in the Celebrity Theater. So it'll be adjacent to the vendors. It'll be in that same hall. It'll be connected. You won't have to go out into the sun. So come say hi. Give us your best cosplays. Register with us. We can't wait to see them. Take pictures. Get some rapid fire.
Or
But
cheer on others.
yes, cheer on
Or
others.
come
'cause people
cheer on
are-
others.
It takes a lot of courage to get on stage in front of
does. It
hundreds of
does.
people and show your art and leave it out there to be judged. It is literally being judged. So it's a lot of courage.
And
So,
I'm
yeah.
gonna judge it real hard.
Judge the shit out of that. Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait for this show. I can't wait to have all the guests come in and see everybody. So please stop by our booth. I-109 will be our booth. So
But
come
don't
by.
spit in my mouth this year, please.
Yeah, just body fluids to
What?
ourselves. Body
Yeah.
Another story
That's
for
a story
another
for another
podcast.
day, Brittany. You got to hear it though. It's cringe and hilarious. But yes, we will. Oh God.
I got
Not that we have
COVID.
to talk about
I
it.
got
Yes, you do.
COVID.
No. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
What?
We'll be fine. We're gonna.
I literally got COVID from it.
Another story for another. Brittany's not gonna make it out of this if we go into that. So now we have a little something in the meantime, in between time. Before that con, we do have a little Comic Con in the alley too. I believe it's Big Texas Comic Con.
Big Texas Comic Con is putting up their
Yes.
alley Comic Con in Peacock Alley.
Yes,
and
this
it's
is their
super
second
fun.
one. I
Friday,
can't
June
wait.
30th, which is tomorrow.
From 7
For us.
p.m. to 11 in San Antonio, Texas. It is this
Got
little
drinks,
event they
food,
have in the
vendors.
alley. Yes, come see
They've
the
already been posting
cosplayers.
some of their food vendors, and I'm like,
Mhm.
please.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going on an empty stomach
Same.
So prepared for
I'm
this.
fasting all day.
I'm gonna go get photos, man. I'm telling you, I'm addicted to taking pictures and getting video.
Well, you can
so
take as many pictures as you want of me eating hot dogs.
I will all day, just like chili, get in the cheese,
The
just really
Glizzy
get
Ford.
the feel of it. Yeah, Glizzy Ford. That's gonna be the name. But yeah, we're going to be there tomorrow. So if you want to head out and meet up, we'll be hanging with some friends. Again, the cosplay community that we're so tight with, our peeps, our con fam, we'll all be out there having fun. I am really banking on being able to finally publish an interview with Maddie Mason. We've had her on as a
Third
guest.
time is the charm.
We've had an interview at a con, and you have never seen either of those because of issues outside of our control. So I'm going to
I
get
think
that
the
interview
issue is that
tomorrow.
Brittany or I weren't there. That's the
I think
issue.
that was honestly the issue. The girls weren't there to make sure everything was on and everything was working.
because we always are the ones that are like, are we recording audio? Are we doing
live?
this?
I don't see us
Are
on
we-
Facebook.
are we doing
I can't
this?
hear us,
Are we-
guys. I can't. Yes.
To be
So
fair, Art was screaming at us in the comments section. I can't hear her. I can't hear
true,
her. And we're just-
true.
we're
He was
just like,
coming. We were just like, she was so captivating and so sweet and nice. I lost track of the comments. And my brother's like, yo, her audio's not working. Guys, her audio, I hear nothing. I hear none of it. Then at the end of the episode, I'm like, guys, I don't think any of this episode, 20 minutes in, it's like, I don't think we've had audio this whole show.
Well, that was like whenever I was trying to get Hannah Dove on, and it was like
Yes.
the first time the audio just like freaked out at Comic Palooza, and I was like, oh, awesome. And then the second time I couldn't be on because I had COVID because of the guy that spit in my mouth.
Who is this
Full
man?
circle. Full circle.
Full circle.
Long story short, we had a Shaggy cosplayer in the contest last year.
Yes.
He had a big old bucket of popcorn. He said something to Gigi on the way out, and the popcorn flew out of his mouth into hers.
Yeah.
He gave her COVID.
There you go. That's
Most likely.
the long and short of it.
Because I
But,
literally,
Right.
yeah, that's it right there.
That's it. That's all you need to know. We'll be in the alley, so you can come see us in the alley tomorrow.
Unless you're
for
that
the
Shaggy
con.
cosplayer.
Yes.
If you shoot
Especially
debris
if you're
of
that
pop-
Shaggy cosplayer. Just we're all wearing
Yes.
like the windshields just in case. So we'll see you guys out there. But to wrap the show up, we did get accepted to the largest con we've ever been accepted to, and another Texas con. New to Texas, first year they're coming to town. Not our town, but first they're coming to our neck of the woods. GalaxyCon in Austin. We just got accepted for press to GalaxyCon, so we will be at GalaxyCon in Austin, Texas, in the Austin Convention Center. Come into Coyote Ugly. Oh, yeah. That's an inside
Watch out,
joke.
Zoe.
What's it? Don't say her name, Trey. Don't say. She does not know I'm stalking her. In like a
knows
totally
now.
friendly.
She knows now.
Oh, she knows now. Yeah, she was amazing. What can I say? Good service. Good service
your
just
water
gets
tip
me
money
every
ready.
time. I tipped for water.
For
I
our audience, these are just
It's-
jokes. He does not really stalk anybody.
I stalk. Only person I stalk is my wife. That is it. I stalked my wife into submission.
Do not
and
report him.
She has Stockholm syndromed up. But
Oh.
we have 3 children now. We're happy. We got all kinds of good stuff going on. But yes,
Isn't that
I'll
right,
be in
Belinda?
Austin
You're
for
happy?
that. You're right. You're right. You're happy.
Yes.
happy?
Belinda, blink your eyes.
All right, double no. Great.
Yes. So, dude, we got. Oh, Sammy says Bob shirts. Take my money. You got it, Sammy. We'll get you a
See?
Bobo shirt.
I'm
in
gonna
Bob, we
design
trust.
one.
We
I'm
have
gonna
to.
design one.
In
Watch.
Bob we
I'll have
trust.
one. I'll have one in the next hour done.
Let's go.
We need Bob, though, in his Mater golf cart, though.
Yes, it has to have a Mater golf
Yes,
cart
the
on it.
Mater.
Belinda's plotting on that golf cart. Yeah, she's like, if he doesn't sell it to us in the next few years, it's disappearing from the show. So she's eyeing it.
Did you
I've
see
told
her
him
driving
too.
down 281 with it?
I told him.
I can't wait to
she's
see
eyeing
this
your
video
Mater
in
golf cart.
court. Whenever
Yes,
Gigi's
right.
stolen
All
this.
the evidence. All the evidence.
This whole video will be played in court.
Entire confession is here. But yeah, GalaxyCon in Austin, Texas. We will be there. But the big one is we finally got accepted after years of trying and getting rejected. New York City Comic Con. the big show in the Big Apple. We will be going for my birthday weekend, October the 14th. Con Culture Podcast will be in the building. I don't know who left the door open or said yes to the invite, but there's no taking it back now. I am
They
in
said
there.
yes. No takesies
Yep.
backsies.
No takesies,
You
backsies.
let
I
in
already
the
got my barcode.
gremlins.
Exactly. Like they left the door open, we're in. So I'm super excited because that is the largest con we've ever been accepted to outside of the Superhero Comic Con and Car Show, which is now easily one of the top 3-4 cons in the country with the lineup they pulled off this year. And he's already telling me I'm going bigger next year. I'm like, Bobo, I don't even know how you can do
You're
that.
wild. You're wild, Bob.
He's wild.
But we
He
trust
is. He is. Oh, I totally trust him. I totally trust him. Like this guy always tries to pull out all the stops to get the biggest possible celebs San Antonio can have, and people are coming from all over the country and all over the world just to come see these celebs. So I'm super excited. He loves one thing about Babo. Yeah,
Here
you
is
got
a
something
map
already?
of the United States of
Oh, I
Yes.
love
everybody
that.
that has
Yeah.
bought tickets to come to Superhero Car Show. So
Yep,
be
the
there or
Superhero
be
Comic Con and Car
square.
Show. Exactly. It's like going to be one of the biggest cons, if
There you
not the
go.
biggest con in the country. So come out and see these celebs. He loves getting celebs that have never done a con before or that are super hard to get at a con. That lights his fire, and it's awesome for the crowd because the people get somebody who you don't get a lot of access to.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I hope everybody else is. But we'll see you tomorrow in the alley, next week at the Superhero Comic Con, and in October at the New York City Comic Con. So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Do you guys have anything to say before we go? Profound. Profound.
That it took me a while to figure. That's what I want to say.
I got it.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
We're out of here, guys. Thank you.